I was on a Reddit thread, and this woman who says she grew up in the 70s, and a lot of boys seemed to think they were going to get a blue collar job and marry a homemaker just like their dad did, but it didn't happen. And that came at the fault of liberals, feminists, and minorities. So women and minorities making gains in this country is what has inhibited men. Think on that for just a moment. Literally, whole groups, whole swaths of the United States had to remain down for these people to be up top. So just keep that in mind. This woman on Reddit talks about how a lot of men have magically had their needs filled. If they have a hole in their shirt, it magically gets sewn. If they have no groceries, they're magically replaced. If they need gas in the car, it's suddenly filled. She said that her brothers had basically had their mothers or significant others doing everything, but she had to manage. So there is a strength that comes, a performance of strength that comes when you have to do things by yourself. And there is a handicap that comes when people do things for you. So some of these men are struggling because their parents, the women in their lives, have done everything for them. So maybe that is part of the solution. Stop doing everything for these men and boys. Make them participate in their lives. Most of the people right now that are struggling are younger Gen X and older millennials. But the parents are the boomers, and the boomers had two generations of wealth. The boomers are the ones that have gutted unions. They gutted protections that were in place for workers. They inflated their salaries and their wealth, and now their children are the ones that are struggling. But women and minorities have always kind of struggled in this country. So we have had to build that strength. So some of us still have the opportunity to survive. And like Brooks said in his article, that we are still, we're still excelling despite unstable environments. Now, you hear these current iteration of men going on and on and on about feminism, because in order for these people to have survived previously or to have gotten a woman previously, women had to rely on them. But now that women are enrolling in college more, graduating more, having more money, women are self-sufficient. These dudes now have to be decent and have emotional intelligence in order to get a woman. And they're lonely, but instead of retooling and being decent, they are doubling down and being angry. Something has to change.